We're just 3 games into the Phillies 2025 season. And by the way, I saw some things today. It seems like the season might already be over, according to some fans. We're going to get into all of that today on the newest episode of Phillies Digest, what went down today down at Nationals Park, and more. But before we do that, I do want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Just 35% of our viewers that are watching our videos have subscribed so far. Myself and Sean Bernard, we're getting at least one video out every day, sometimes multiple. We're making sure you guys are staying up to date on all things Phillies content. So the Phillies walked into this matinee on Sunday with a 2-0 record. They got multiple nice wins on Thursday and Saturday versus the Nationals, and they walked into today with Aaron Nola on the mound versus Mitchell Parker, and it seemed like everything was sort of starting off pretty good for the Phillies. Aaron Nola looked really good out of the jump through the first 3 innings. And then the Aaron Nola Rav 4th inning happened, like we all sort of know and love. This was a very sort of typical kind of Aaron Nola-ish start today, and it was a shame because I actually thought Nola had really good stuff today. I thought he was moving the ball well. I thought he struggled with his command here and there, but I really didn't think it was a terrible outing from Nola. It was obviously just 2 bad home runs allowed to Josh Bell, the Phillies killer, as we all know. I think I warned you guys at some point before the series started that Josh Bell, I'd be willing to bet my life that Josh Bell would hit at least 1 home run in this series, and he did today. It was a long one, and then Nathaniel Lowe hit one against Aaron Nola. So it was a pretty rough day for Aaron Nola. The final sort of line here for Nola, 5.5 innings, or 5.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, no walks, 8 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. The only real runs allowed were off of home runs. Without those home runs, it was a 5 1/3 outing with 4 hits for Nola and 8 Ks. But the issue was he threw 2 bad pitches today to Josh Bell and to Nathaniel Lowe. But what I can't do is I can't sit here and I can't justify all the people that are sitting here and saying Nola's cooked, blah, blah, blah. You know where I'm getting with this. March 30th. That's the date. Sorry, I was just checking my calendar because I just had to make sure that we weren't even in April yet. I get it. It was frustrating today. You sit down, you're ready to watch a Phillies game, you're ready to see the sweep. It's Nola Day. It's a beautiful day down in Washington. The lineup looks good. And then that happens. Listen, I get it. I wanted the Phillies to win today too, obviously. But I think it's kind of tough to really sit here and take a ton out of results early from pitchers. I've said that a lot. It's hard to take immediate results out from March baseball and from April baseball. And what I saw today was a pretty good performance with Nola that's going to get outshadowed by 2 pitches. And obviously, yes, those 2 pitches were probably the reason the Phillies lost the game. But at the same time, the Phillies lost the game today because they also couldn't hit. It was a bad day for the lineup. Just 8 hits in 9 innings. Schwarber 1, Harper 1, Castellanos 1. Edmundo Sosa had another 2-hit day. He's had a really awesome start to his season, which is big because it does seem like he will probably be back in the lineup tomorrow. It seems like the Phillies are leaning towards giving Trey Turner just one more day off from the back spasms that he was dealing with before yesterday's game. The Phillies obviously home opener tomorrow versus the Colorado Rockies, but the Phillies have off on Tuesday, so I think they're going to basically give Trey like a nice 4-day stretch here to make sure the back's okay. They did say it's nothing serious, and if Trey needed to play today in some crazy emergency that he could have, that also goes for JT Realmuto as well. JT Realmuto took a ball off, I believe, the foot in Saturday's game against the Nationals, and he came out of the game and did not play today. Rafael Marchand played today. They do expect JT to be back in the lineup tomorrow, but you'll probably get Edmundo Sosa again, who's having a really nice start to his season. He's hitting 500 so far this year. The only other guys with hits today, Brandon Marsh, another hit off of a lefty, Johan Rojas with a hit today, and Rafael Marchand with 1 hit and an RBI in today's game. But that key number that I'm looking at is down on the bottom of the screen. Team runners in scoring position, 0 for 9. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Left 10 runners on base, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That's not going to do it for the Phillies. This was just a bad sort of overall game. But what I do want to just sit here and stress one more time before I get out of here is that I understand once again that people are angry and people are mad and they're going, oh, this is the typical Nola, the Rav fourth inning. And I will say, if you combine Aaron Nola and Josh Bell and the Rav fourth inning together, there's no chance it's going to end well for at least Aaron Nola's side. But what I want everyone to do that's watching this video is I need everyone to take a deep breath and relax. It's March 30th. The Phillies have played 3 games. They have 159 games remaining. They have a winning record after their opening series. They have 3 games against the Colorado Rockies this week. The Phillies are fine. Aaron Nola is fine. The Phillies lineup is fine. Everything is okay. I can't deal with the people on Twitter that are sitting here and saying that Aaron Nola's cooked and that the season is chalked already. And I know some of these guys are joking, but a lot of these guys are just doing this because they sit here and they say, oh, well, the Phillies did nothing this offseason, which once again is not true. But they're like, oh, well, this isn't going to change. The Phillies left 9 runners on base today, blah, 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 blah. Everything is fine. The Phillies are fine. Everything is going to be okay. This was obviously a bad game, but the Phillies have a nice chance. Starting tomorrow on Monday, home opener against the Colorado Rockies. We have Christopher Sanchez going tomorrow. Hopefully the game doesn't get rained out. There was some rain in the forecast for Monday's home opener. I believe it's at 3 o'clock. I will be down there out in left field if anyone wants to come say hi. Around 1:40, something around in there. 3 o'clock home opener tomorrow. Christopher Sanchez. Tuesday, off day. Wednesday, Taijuan Walker. Wednesday is going to be Zack Wheeler. Thursday will be Taijuan Walker. Friday will be Jesus Luzardo. And Saturday, Aaron Nola will get another shot. So we have 3 games against the Rockies coming up, and then we have 3 games against the Dodgers. But once again, not a great ending to the series today, but nonetheless, the Phillies are 2-1, and they now come home for the big home opener ceremony tomorrow at Citizens Bank. Let me know if you guys are going to be down there tomorrow or at any games this week, and let me know how you think the first series went. I want to say this. If you're here at the end of the video, first of all, thank you for watching all the way through. Second of all, what would you rate the Phillies on their opening series? 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. If you've gotten to this point, let me hear a rating down in the comments, and I'm going to go through all those. I want to see where your guys' heads are at. 1 to 5, how confident do you feel in the Phillies after the opening series? I'm at a 4. I was at a 4, more close to a 4.5 heading into the season. If the Dodgers didn't exist, I would be at a 5. The Phillies are going to be completely okay. It was a rough game today for Nola once again, but I promise you, it's March 30th. Everything is going to be okay. Once again, I do want to remind you guys, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, to please do so. Just 35% of our viewers have subscribed, and I want to make sure you guys are getting notified and updated the second that we are uploading here on YouTube. So once again, this has been the newest episode of Phillies Digest. Everybody take a deep breath for me. The Phillies are going to be okay. Home opener tomorrow versus the Rockies. Happy Christopher Sanchez bump day tomorrow, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Phillies Digest.